Emily and Mel today, and they have a channel called Mango Vlogs. I will link it down below, so definitely check it out. They are doing a high school exchange here in Japan for 1 school year. So I also did a short exchange. I was here for 2 weeks on an exchange when I was in high school, so I thought it would be cool to have like a conversation together and answer your questions about doing high school exchanges in Japan. So I asked you on Twitter this morning and I got so many replies, so thank you so much, guys. So I'm just gonna go through your tweets and we're gonna answer your questions.
Well, I did an exam before I came, so they said you have to have learned it for at least 2 years from high school. And even when I came, it was still quite hard, and I studied for 2 years, so it's probably better to at least be intermediate level, I suppose.
So they had an exam and you had to pass a certain level to be able to qualify? Okay. Okay, for me, I was only here on a 2-week exchange and there were no requirements whatsoever. So I actually spoke 0 Japanese. I knew like 3 words, but I found that really like fun. It was fun because I learned, everything was new to me. I picked up lots of Japanese while I was here. So if you're just going on a short exchange and they don't require a level of Japanese, don't worry at all if you don't speak Japanese. I don't know, I thought it made the experience more exciting. In their case, they're here for a year and they required it. So it looks like every case is different, but you may be alright not knowing Japanese, so check with your school.
I'm on a slightly different program to Emily. So technically, because I'm like proper foreign exchange student,
Right.
I have tests, but they're in English. So like they're aimed at someone who's not native in Japanese.
Oh, okay.
Whereas Emily's are pretty much the same.
The same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, really? You're taking the same ones
Yeah,
as the
same
Japanese
ones.
students? Are the teachers kind of slack? Like if you don't get a score as high as all the Japanese students, they're okay with it?
They're okay with it.
They don't expect you to be like perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, we have some teachers that like do furigana. When there's kanji in class, he like writes the furigana above it for us.
That's
He
nice.
can't read it.
Aw,
So they're
that's
quite nice.
Again, it looks like it's different for everyone and you'll probably have choices about what you want to do. When I was here, I didn't do any tests. I did some schoolwork like in class and they gave me some homework, but it was just a really short program.
I had to pay all of them because
Yeah.
I'm like a normal student.
Right.
Yeah.
And private school here in Japan is pretty expensive.
Very expensive.
Our school is the most expensive in Tokyo.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Does the price differ for foreign students? Like, do you pay a different price than Japanese students do?
I didn't.
I think mine costs a bit more because I have to do homestay as well.
Right, so it includes the homestay cost.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty expensive.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you have to pay for the uniform as well, and like a fee to get into the school as well. Because I didn't take tests, so you have to pay to get in.
Right.
And textbooks.
Right.
Yeah, textbooks. They never give
man.
me the textbooks.
And as a student, are you allowed to work part-time at all if you wanted to get a job here?
Yes,
Secretly,
You're not allowed.
If you could, but it's gonna be like a big whole meeting.
To like discuss if it's okay to do it or not.
Yeah.
So it's possible, but pain in the ass. Yeah.
They say sometimes for foreign students they can make exceptions because you might run out of money
Right.
before you finish school.
Right.
So in that case, it's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it also depends on your visa.
Yeah, you have to get special permission. You have to apply for it. So it looks like it's pretty pricey, guys. I've never heard of any like year-long exchange programs that are free. So if you're planning on doing one, maybe get a part-time job and start saving it now so that you can like help pay for it. Maybe your parents will pay the rest, but yeah.
Yes.
I think so. For me, it was really easy to make friends. Like everyone's interested in you because you're like the cool forward person. So like everyone wants to talk to you. I found you have the same experience.
Yeah, there's loads of people interested in like foreign music as well.
Right.
So they'll be the first to come up to you and be like, "Do you know Beyonce?"
Yeah. Like I don't think language is really like a factor in making friends. You'll get around that. And if you don't speak Japanese and you're trying to make Japanese friends, it's a great incentive to learn Japanese. And I feel like that'll really benefit your language study. That's how like I improved mine really fast because I wanted to talk to these people but I couldn't. So I would like try and find some phrases that I could use with them and study a bit.
I had already graduated my school, so I finished school and then I decided to take a year out and go to Japan because I wanted to get better at Japanese before university. So mine's not actually through my school.
Oh.
Yeah, and So when I was looking online, all these programs were for America and Canada, and they didn't have any for England. So somehow I actually ended up on like loads of the Japanese embassies, like I think the New Zealand embassy or something, and I found a link to the school. So I actually applied to the school directly all by myself.
Oh wow! Oh, that's cool. Yeah. So if your school doesn't offer anything, you can even just apply directly. And she's not even a high school student; she graduated. So a couple of you guys were like, "Oh, I graduated high school! Damn it!"
I think it came up until like 20 years old.
Oh, neat!
Is it? Yeah.
Cool.
And it doesn't matter about your age as much because I'm 18, but I'm in with the first years.
Right.
So it's not really.
They just like put you in a class based on your level and like where it's most appropriate. Cool. I think many high schools have them, but they don't advertise them. So if you're in high school at the moment, I would go talk to like your counselor, or I don't know, just go to like the office in your school if you have like an international office, and ask them about opportunities for exchange, because you might have something and you just don't know about it. And if your school doesn't have one, maybe look into the option like that, so you could graduate first and then go there after. There seem to be lots of different ways to do it.
Not really. But our friend?
Yeah, so there's a boy exchange student. So another guy that came to our school, actually his homestay, he couldn't go in unless he had a key. And they only had one key, so he'd just have to wait outside the house.
And just wait for them to come home.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really bad.
My homestay is really nice.
Yeah.
They're really flexible and stuff. So after the bunkasai, we had an after party, and she's just like, make sure you come home late, like go have fun.
Aww,
so she's really sweet.
That's nice. Yeah. How about like school-wise? Have you had any problems at school?
A lot of gossip.
Typical high school problems. Yeah. Not really like an exchange problem, I guess. What if you have like a problem with something? Is it easy for you to find someone to talk to? If you had an issue with your homestay, would there be someone like available that you could go talk to? Yeah, when I was doing my program, I didn't have any problems with my homestay, they were great. But we did have like a counselor in the school that we could go talk to if we had any issues. I never really heard anything too bad during my exchange. There were a couple people who had really strict homestays, so they wouldn't let them go out late. Lots of the other students would go out partying and drinking, and a couple of the students, their homestays wouldn't let them go, so they were kind of upset about that. But they just have stricter rules for their children, so they apply those to their exchange student as well. So it really depends on the family, but I didn't really hear of anything bad. And kind of like when you're going through YouTube, lots of things pop up like horrible exchange experience, and there's so many videos about like horrible exchanges in Japan. So I hope this would like give you guys an opportunity to hear about some good stories. I'm also gonna make a video talking about my total like homestay experience, but I myself didn't have any problems at all.
I recommend like my homestay mom. She's not fluent, but she understands English at least. So it's probably easier if you make sure that if you're not that strong in Japanese,
right, that you have someone who has like a little bit of English at least.
Otherwise it's gonna be really difficult.
Yeah.
I did get like a book beforehand though from the homestay company, and it said about like things to be careful of, like culture differences.
Right.
So in Japan, like you have to eat all of your food on the plate.
Right.
And then if you don't, they might think you hate their cooking or something. So it's like, make sure you explain that first.
That's nice that they gave you a book.
Yeah.
And when you leave, it's like,
oh,
it's so sad when you leave. Everyone cries. Yeah. I still talk to my homestay. It's been like 12 years and I still talk to them. Aww. Yeah. They're really nice.
You can either wear a ribbon or a tie.
Oh, you can choose?
Yeah.
Oh, that's neat.
Oh, but with everybody, when like special occasion, you have to wear a bow, like when you're.
Oh, okay. So the bow's more formal.
And boys, they have different colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, red, green, white, blue.
And the boys are just a tie, right?
Just a tie, yeah.
Right.
You have to wear like a blazer on formal occasions.
It's really cute.
Cool. Yeah. And then everyone has their little name written inside.
Names embroidered on the inside. That's neat. And then the school logo on the front and a little pin.
We have our pea kit, which you wear
for sports classes.
Yeah. Oh, pea's fun.
Pea's so really fun. Our summer uniform.
Yeah.
So so the uniform changes throughout the seasons.
Yeah. You have to buy it.
Yeah.
cute little sweater vest, and you wear like a collared shirt underneath it, and then show them the skirt. The skirt's so cute.
So pink.
The colors are so nice. And do you wear it this length, or do you roll yours up?
I roll it twice.
Yeah, I roll it twice too.
Yeah, if you want to make your skirt shorter, you can roll it up a little bit.
There's some fashion though, like some girls will do it long on purpose to like,
Yeah.
because that can also be like cool.
Right?
Oh.
Yeah. And what do the socks look like?
They're just grey.
Gray, like knee-high.
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 But no one wears them knee-high.
That's so funny. So apparently, currently the style is not to wear your socks really high. So they'll roll them down. When I was in, God, this makes me sound so old. When I was doing my exchange, the slouch socks were popular. The white slouchy socks.
Oh, yeah.
So everyone would have the really baggy socks, and they'd kind of like slouch them up. I'll put some pictures here so you can see, but like a ghetto style. But yeah, nowadays I guess you don't really see that.
Yeah, when I first started, I was like, oh, it's Japanese high school, so I had like
Up here.
seen from like anime and stuff, and then my friend was like, no, that's really
yeah,
uncool.
That's not
Stop.
what you're doing.
Nope.
No. So do they think this is your natural hair?
Yeah, and then the brown starts showing.
Yeah.
And then my teacher's like, you need to go to the salon. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, your nails can't be long.
Yeah.
And
no nail polish, right?
No.
Yeah.
Some girls do like plain,
Clear, like
clear,
But
natural
they still
colors.
notice.
yeah.
Even clear, they'll get mad at you.
They get mad at you.
What?
Yeah.
And color contacts, they're not okay.
No.
But some girls do it.
Mm.
Also brown hair, like, but then some people half, so
Right.
it might be okay then.
So if it's as long as it's your natural hair, it's okay.
But yeah, especially with boys, like their hair has to be a certain length.
Yeah, like
They're
when you
not allowed
pass.
to grow it.
No, when you pass like the ear line, like even like a little bit, you have to cut it. Like you have to cut it like next to it. Like
That's crazy.
yeah, they tell you to cut it.
And makeup, you're not allowed to wear makeup.
No makeup.
Right? Even natural, like mascara or nothing.
Yeah.
We do
Yeah.
it anyway, so it's fine.
So they're not like super strict about it. Like they have their rules, but they won't get like.
Yeah, it
really
depends
mad
on your
if you-
teacher as
Depends
well.
on the teacher.
Our teacher's quite strict,
Yeah.
but he kind of lets me off.
Yeah. The exchange students sometimes get like a little. So one cool thing in Japan is that you can wear a mask. I've actually got a box of them.
That's
if you
right.
want to grab that, we can show them. But they're like surgical masks, but you can wear them when you have a cold. That's what their purpose is, really. That's why everyone wears them. Or if you have like allergies, or you can wear them if you have like pimples. Like you're not allowed to wear makeup, so you can just cover up your face.
Yeah.
They have pink ones as well.
Yeah, they have like patterns. Would you be allowed to wear a patterned one in your
You wear
school?
pink ones though.
The pink ones.
You think it's okay? Yeah, so they're great.
Like homework and stuff.
Just in general, yeah, homework and tests and that kind of thing. You feel like it's more tests.
Yeah. Because every 2
They
months.
love tests here, man.
They
They love
love
tests.
They love being at school, like on
Yeah.
Christmas. Like why?
No,
Why would you go to school on
I
Christmas?
know. What are the hours like? Do you go to school really early in the morning?
We start at 8:15, 8:20.
8:20.
Yeah, and we finish at homeroom finishes about like 10 to 4 sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you in?
Sadobu and Eikaiwa English Club.
Oh, cool. That's neat. So Sadobu is Japanese tea ceremony.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in that club as well, so we all have that in common. There's a certain way to fold your... Yeah, that looks right. That looks right. Yeah.
Nanka.
Yeah,
Something like that.
What other kind of clubs does your school offer?
A lot.
Do you have like a calligraphy club? We have that
There's
in my
yeah.
school.
I actually do calligraphy. I might have so much. We have I also Aikido boo.
Oh, cool.
So,
Oh yeah, martial arts. Lots of
Yeah.
martial arts.
there's karate, Aikido.
Kendo.
Kendo.
There's so many. Oh my god.
There's so many.
There's
Dance.
a cooking club.
Cooking club.
But the dance club is like really serious.
Yeah, like you gotta be good.
Yeah,
My
like,
university was like that
sit
too.
ups manga. There's a manga.
Oh, right.
Kenkyu.
So are they studying to be like manga artists? Like do they
Yeah.
draw or do they
It was
just
all
like read it?
drawing,
Drawing? Yeah. That's so cool. So yeah, there's such like a selection of clubs. Are you required to join a club or is it totally up to you? Can you just go home after school finishes if you want?
Kubu. It's called Kubu.
The Going Home Club.
Going
Go
home club.
home.
There's a club for that.
Everybody's
different.
Yeah, loads of people do bring bento,
Yeah.
but my lunch isn't included in my homestay, so I have to buy it. So
Yeah.
but our school is really cheap.
It's really
Yeah, my university was really cheap too. I think in general the schools make it like super affordable for buying food. You could get a bowl of noodles for like 250 yen.
I wouldn't say if it's healthy or not though. Like there's
Right,
no
yeah.
vegetables.
Right. That's one thing I noticed.
Yeah.
They'll give you some side dishes maybe, like some pickled vegetables or something, but it's not fresh, not lots of fresh
Like
vegetables
meat and
involved.
rice.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you want something healthy, you might have to like get up really early and make yourself a bento. Alright, well thank you guys for your questions and thank you so much for coming and answering them. If you have any more questions about exchange, leave them down below and I will try to answer, but again, I was only on one for 2 weeks, so I'm not like a long-term exchange program pro, but maybe these girls will come in the comments and reply to you if they have time. Thanks for watching guys. Bye!